A recent, startling development has left ARMY and industry observers alike taking notice. Several images of Kim Taehyung that once appeared in an official W Korea gallery are reported to be no longer accessible. In the shimmering world of high fashion, where every photograph is a meticulously crafted statement, the sudden disappearance of select images naturally stokes curiosity. Fans spotted the change almost immediately and conversations spread across social platforms, yet before speculation hardens into narrative, it's worth considering the routine editorial and legal processes that often drive such decisions, from license constraints and post-production revisions to deliberate curation after an issue's release. Importantly, no formal explanation has been issued by W Korea, the photographer, or Taehyung's representatives. The incident itself was subtle yet striking. On August 6, 2025, W Korea unveiled 6 stunning covers for its September issue, each featuring Taehyung in a series of bold, luxurious looks that marked his first major photoshoot since completing his mandatory military service. The images were a triumph. Taehyung, with his magnetic presence, donned everything from sleek black suits adorned with golden chains to ethereal blue ensembles that evoked a cinematic elegance. The internet erupted in awe, with fans and fashion enthusiasts alike praising the shoot's daring aesthetic and Taehyung's ability to embody both intensity and grace. Yet, within days, a handful of these images, specific shots from the online gallery, were quietly removed. No official statement accompanied the decision, leaving fans to wonder, was this a deliberate choice, an error, or something more? The absence of these photos, rather than diminishing the shoot's impact, only amplified its mystique. To understand this moment, we must first step into the world of W Korea, a titan of South Korean fashion and culture journalism. Launched as an extension of the globally renowned W magazine, W Korea has carved out a reputation for its avant-garde approach to storytelling through visuals. Its pages are a canvas for the country's most influential artists, designers, and celebrities, blending high fashion with cultural commentary. For Taehyung, being the cover star of W Korea's September 2025 issue was more than just another photoshoot. It was a cultural milestone. As a member of BTS, Taehyung has long been a global ambassador for South Korean artistry, and his post-military return to the spotlight carried immense weight. The shoot, themed Art Plus Asia, was designed to celebrate the intersection of creativity and cultural heritage, with Taehyung as its muse. His ability to channel both vulnerability and power made him the perfect fit, and the 6 covers, each distinct in mood and style, were a testament to the collaborative vision of W Korea's team, including its celebrated photographers and stylists. But why would such carefully curated images vanish? In the high-stakes world of editorial publishing, the removal of photographs is not as uncommon as one might think, though it rarely garners such public attention. One possible explanation lies in the realm of creative direction. Magazines like W Korea operate with a relentless commitment to perfection, often refining their output even after publication. A photo that initially seems flawless might later be deemed inconsistent with the editorial narrative. For instance, a single image might disrupt the cohesive aesthetic of a gallery, pulling focus from the intended storyline. In Taehyung's case, the September issue's theme demanded a delicate balance of drama and elegance. If certain shots leaned too heavily into one mood, say an overtly theatrical pose or an experimental lighting choice, they might have been removed to maintain the collection's harmony. This curation process is not about diminishing the subject but about elevating the overall artistic impact. Another plausible reason involves the intricate web of copyright and licensing agreements that govern editorial photography. In the fashion industry, images are not merely art. They are assets, subject to complex legal frameworks. Photographers, magazines, and talent agencies negotiate detailed contracts that dictate how and where images can be used. If a particular photo was shared in a context that exceeded the agreed-upon terms, say, posted on a platform without proper licensing, it might be swiftly removed to avoid legal repercussions. Alternatively, the photographer or creative team might retain partial ownership of the images, giving them the authority to withdraw certain shots at their discretion. This is not a reflection of the subject's performance, but rather a business decision rooted in the industry's operational realities. For Taehyung's shoot, it's conceivable that a licensing oversight or a strategic decision by the photographer or W Korea prompted the removal of specific images. Post-publication curation also plays a role in such decisions. Magazines often monitor audience reactions to refine their digital presence. If data analytics reveal that certain photos are less engaging or fail to resonate with the target audience, editors might choose to streamline the gallery to highlight the most impactful images. This practice, while pragmatic, can feel jarring to fans who cherish every glimpse of their idols. In Taehyung's case, the global fervor surrounding his W Korea appearance likely amplified scrutiny of the gallery's changes. Yet, such decisions are standard in an industry that thrives on precision and adaptability, ensuring that every published image aligns with the brand's vision. To contextualize this incident, consider similar moments in the fashion and entertainment worlds where photo removals sparked curiosity, but ultimately revealed mundane explanations. In 2019, a high-profile fashion magazine pulled several images from a digital spread, featuring a prominent Hollywood actress after fans noticed inconsistencies in the styling. The official explanation? The photos were deemed off-brand for the magazine's seasonal aesthetic, a decision made after internal reviews. Similarly, in 2022, a K-pop idol's photoshoot for a luxury brand was partially withdrawn from online platforms due to a licensing dispute between the brand and the photographer's agency. In both cases, the removals were not about the celebrities themselves but about the behind-the-scenes mechanics of editorial production. These stories remind us that the glamour of a photoshoot is underpinned by a complex machinery of creative and legal considerations. One particularly illustrative case occurred in 2020, when a European fashion house released a campaign featuring a rising pop star. The campaign was a visual triumph, with the star draped in avant-garde designs against a surreal backdrop. Yet, shortly after its debut, several images were removed from the brand's social media. Fans speculated wildly, but the truth emerged through industry insiders. The photographer had used an experimental filter that clashed with the brand's minimalist ethos, prompting a swift curation to preserve the campaign's coherence. This anecdote underscores a key truth. In the high-stakes world of fashion, even a single image can shift the narrative, and editors are quick to act when the stakes are high. For Taehyung's W Korea shoot, the removal of certain photos likely stems from similar pragmatic roots. The photographer, whose identity remains unconfirmed in this context, may have made a creative call to refine the gallery's impact. Perhaps a few shots, while stunning in isolation, diluted the thematic unity of the Art plus Asia concept. Or maybe the decision was driven by logistical factors, such as a need to prioritize certain images for print over digital distribution. Whatever the reason, it's clear that the move was not about diminishing Taehyung's star power. His presence in the remaining images continues to captivate audiences worldwide. The reaction from fans, however, adds another layer to this story. ARMY, BTS's devoted fanbase, is known for its eagle-eyed attention to detail. When the photos disappeared, social media platforms like X lit up with theories and discussions. Some fans praised the remaining images, comparing Taehyung's dark, elegant aesthetic to characters like Gomez Adams, while others expressed disappointment at the loss of additional content. This fervor highlights the unique relationship between K-pop idols and their fans, where every image is a cherished artifact. Yet, it also underscores the gap between fan expectations and the realities of editorial decision-making. While fans may crave every frame, magazines operate with a broader vision, balancing artistry, commerce, and strategy. Reflecting on this incident, we're reminded of the delicate dance that defines high-fashion editorials. Each image is a collaboration between countless creatives, photographers, stylists, editors, and the talent themselves, working to craft a narrative that resonates globally. The removal of a few photos, while puzzling to outsiders, is often a routine part of this process, driven by a commitment to excellence rather than controversy. For Taehyung, this moment only reinforces his status as a cultural force, capable of sparking global conversations with a single glance. As we close this chapter, we're left with a sense of wonder at the artistry behind the lens and a lingering curiosity about the unseen images that, for now, remain a mystery. Perhaps in time they'll resurface, offering another glimpse into the enigmatic allure of Kim Taehyung. Until then, the story of these vanishing photos invites us to appreciate the intricate, often invisible craftsmanship that shapes the world of fashion.